Hello everyone. Today in this video I am going to explain the important topic Laplace's equation in Cartesian coordinate system. And what is Laplace's equation? See here, del to v is equal to 0. This is Laplace's equation. V is the potential, it is scalar, and del is operator is the Laplacian operator. So I am going to derive this equation. Before this, first of all we will learn about Poisson's equation. Then after putting a condition we will get the Laplace's equation. Okay, so let us start. This is a parallelepiped. P is a point here. Parallelepiped, this side is parallel to x-axis, this side is parallel to y-axis, this side is parallel to z-axis, and corner is O. Let us suppose that OX, OY and OZ, you may take also here, are coordinate axis. P is a point whose coordinate is x, y, z. Consider a rectangular parallelepiped around P of sides dx. This is a parallelepiped. This side is dx, this side is dy, and this is dz. dx, dy, dz. With its edges parallel to the coordinate axis. You may say every side, every edge is parallel to the axis. Let epsilon be the permittivity of the medium and E be the electric field in the region. Here in this region electric field is E. So if E is an electric field, it is a vector quantity, so we may take three components, Ex, Ey, Ez. So Ex is along x-axis, Ey along y-axis, Ez along z-axis. Now we want to calculate flux, electric flux. First we will calculate the electric flux that enters perpendicularly to this face, and then we will calculate the flux leaving this face perpendicularly. So what is flux? Flux is equal to E into dA. E is the electric field, dA is the area, perpendicular face area. The flux of displacement inward through the face OABC. This is your face. So it will be equal to epsilon Ex dy dz. This is the area. dy, dz and dy. This is the area of the face. E is the electric field parallel to the x-axis or along x-axis. Epsilon is the permittivity, because flux is equal to epsilon into flux is equal to charge. Later we will see that this is equal to charge. So this is the flux which enters here, and now we want to calculate the flux which leaves here. When you move, or when we move from this face to this face, the electric field changes. So let us see first what distance we cover, O to D. If unit distance or rate per unit change in electric field is del E by del X, Ex along x-axis, this is the change in electric field per unit distance. And what distance, how much distance we cover? Dx. So it will be increase in or change in electric field. This is original electric field. So when we move from this face to this face, the electric field, this one changes by this amount. So the flux which is leaving from this surface epsilon ex, and this one change plus dy dz area. Now the net flux means how much enters, how much leaves. So net flux will be this minus this. The net flux outward through these two faces perpendicular to the x-axis is this. This minus this, we will get this one. Similar expression for the outward flux through the pair. Now we want to calculate the flux which enters from here, leaves from here, which enters from this portion, leaves from bottom side. Means along y-axis and along z-axis. Here x suffix will change y and z. So this is the net flux which is leaving the net flux outward through these two faces. This is the net flux outward through these two faces, and this is net flux through bottom and top. Therefore the total outward flux, this plus this plus this one. So this will be common, this will be common. So this is the total flux. Okay. Now total flux is equal to rho dx dy d. What is rho? Rho is the volume density of free charge. So, and this is the volume. If rho means density, volume density of free charge means charge in one volume, and volume of this parallelepiped is volume of this parallelepiped dx dy dz. So this is the total charge, and after cancellation dx dy dz cancellation we get this one. And you may write, or we may write, del dot E is equal to rho by, no, E is equal to minus del V. Take this value here, it will be del dot V minus rho by epsilon, where V is the potential at P. Okay, and V is the potential at P. So we may write second order differential del 2V by del x square, del 2V by del y, del V 2V by del z square minus rho by. This is Poisson's equation. So we have derived Poisson's equation. Okay. In a region where there no free charge are present, rho is equal to 0. This is Poisson's equation. Now we take rho is equal to 0, because if any region contains no free charge, rho will be 0. So this will be 0. So this will be 0. You may see here del 2V is equal to, this is your Laplace's equation, del 2V is equal to 0. Now with the help of Laplace's equation which we have derived here, we are going to find the capacity of parallel plate capacitor. So easy, very easy. These are the two plates of the first plate is at x is equal to 0, second plate is x is equal to d. So difference or separation is d. The potential at the first plate is V1, potential at second plate is V2. Its surface, its plate area is A. Suppose first plate having area A, charge Q, so charge per unit area is Q by A. We may write charge per unit area. Now, since potential is changing along x-axis, so it is not necessary to take all the three terms. We leave it, we drop it. So only one this term, del 2V by del x square is equal to 0. Okay. Now, integrating twice. If you integrate this double integration, we will get B is equal to AX plus B. Now A and B are constant of integration. Applying boundary condition. What is x here? X is equal to 0, and at x is equal to A, what is potential? V1. So x is equal to 0, B is equal to V1. Then it will be 0, so b1 is equal to b. Now second condition, at x is equal to d, b is equal to b2, x is equal to d, see here b is equal to b2. Okay, so it will be b2 is equal to ad plus b1. With the help of these two, we get a is equal to b2 minus b1 by d. Putting this in equation 1 means a is here, this value is taken here, we will get this. Now electric field is equal to minus dv by dx. V means difference of potential, v1 minus v2, this is positive potential, this is negative potential, so v1 minus v2 by d. But E is equal to minus sigma by epsilon. Sigma, what is sigma? Charge per unit area. So Q by A, Q by epsilon A. E is equal to this one, E is equal to this one. So equating these two equations, we get this. And on the basis of this, we can calculate Q is equal to this much. Now we know that C is equal to Q by V. So taking the value of V1 minus V2, we get C is equal to epsilon A by D. Okay, thank you.